Fred P Radio, this is Chiara Nicoletti from the 74th Venice International Film Festival. I'm in company of Weiwei, director of
Hello.
The Human Flow. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So first of all, how did it all start? When did you decide and why did you decide to...
I heard about the refugee situation. Everybody heard it. You cannot avoid to hear it. So I said, if I hear something so large, I better to get a close look. So I bring my son to the Lesbos. Then I see a boat. Then, the first time I went to see a boat, I jumped into the boat, and I want to see what like one person in this kind of dinghy boat. The people already not on the boat. It's just floating in the ocean, in the middle of the ocean. So I said, let me just be in there for a while. So I stayed there. I picked up since they left. These children's milk bottles, there's a passport, there's a Bible, and some clothes and shoes. So you're sitting there, you see the human condition to the most extreme. Then I said, I better make a film about this whole situation. Then, it's so much curiosity and so much things I can learn from it.
How did you decide for the approach to give to the documentary, considering that you also combined what you researched and what you discovered with your personal experience, that it was in a way similar?
It's so much to talk about. I grew up in China, and my father was punished as intellectual and exiled. I grew up with him in very dramatically difficult situation as a refugee, but not outside of a nation, but still being to put in very extreme, very remote areas. And then become an artist. I work in New York for quite a while, but also no economic support, no language support. You have to do everything yourself. Then I was detained in China, and I have been going through all those struggles. And now I'm in Germany, as a resident in Berlin, but I don't speak German. It's still on my career or my journey. I always reflect some kind of critical character, us being a refugee, to be seen as a foreign, as someone who doesn't belong to where it belongs to, and the most important life supporting needs like language, like habit, like religion are very different, dramatically different. So and the most difficult is to recognize, to really can contribute to the society, and to be seen. You can work together towards something. But now, of course, my status changed dramatically in past years. But I was, at least for many, many years, I lived as a loner, as someone who is not misfit.
I understand that. Visually, the film is poetic, even though you're representing and portraying difficult situations. I mean, how did you decide on the visual structure of the film?
Yeah, I love poetry. I think visually we need to have the quality of poetry that pour us out from this daily tragic news expressions. Yes, in the most extreme situation, in a very difficult situation, you still have a happiness, you still have a charming, you still have a warmth, you still have a sense of beauty and a sense of creativity. So as artists, this is very easy. We try to reduce it and not to become too artistic, but at the same time we maintain the high aesthetic judgment about our each frame, each camera movement, editing under the rhythm of the film, to make a cinema film people can appreciate it.
Since you always worked in films that are talk about society and the political situations, economical situation, what do you think is the role of filmmakers today?
A film is such a large topic because the film can dealing with imagination and can be a strong statement, can be a fresh piece of cut from reality, and can be symbolism or romanticism or or conceptualism. It's so many different kind of directions, but whatever film to do has to deal with human being, and it's going to be projected and received by another person. That person would be same as you and me, and I think the film has to focus on humans' identity, human condition, and wondering about who we are.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us, and good luck for the film.
Thank you.
Human
I
Flow.
need a lot of luck. Yes,
You will
can
have it,
see.
I'm sure.
Thank you.
And this is Chiara Nicoletti from the 74th Venice International Film Festival for Fred, the Festival Insider.